The global economy may be sputtering, but the virtual economy on the Roblox gaming platform is thriving, and that's causing shares of Roblox, symbol RBLX, to power significantly higher. Does that mean that there are more gains ahead, or could the fun and games be about to end? We'll consider these questions in today's Equity Empire Chart Analysis session. My name is John McHugh. I'm a former Wall Street analyst, hedge fund manager, and independent trader for the better part of 20 years. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at two things in the Roblox chart, and that is what is the direction of the trend, and are there clues as to where the big money stacked up trying to buy or trying to sell. So step one, let's assess the trend. The way we'll do that is we'll assess the two most recent highs and the two most recent lows, and we'll notice that as the highs move from left to right, they're moving higher. As the lows are moving from left to right, they're also moving higher. That's the definition of an uptrend. And in the last few days, Roblox continued its uptrend. When we're in an uptrend, we'll next look for clues as to where the big money might be stacked up looking for a discount to buy. And the way we'll do that is we'll simply look for support levels. And there are a few support levels to consider here in Roblox. There's one support level right here in the 72 to 68, 64 price range. There's another support level just below that in the 66.44 to 63.57 price range, and then a much lower support level down here in the 52.41 to 50 price range. So three support levels to consider for potential trades, for either potential trades for a bounce trade, or maybe a discounted price if you're looking for a longer term position. Now let's go look for resistance levels. And we don't see a whole lot of major resistance until we get up to this level up here in the 101 to 108.84 price range. So that doesn't necessarily mean it's clear sailing up to that level, but that there's not a whole lot of clues here in the chart of institutions looking to sell until we get up above $100 a share. So that's a clue of reward potential, and the way we would consider structuring this trade would be setting a buy limit order in the 72 range with a protective stop just below that support level, just below that 68.64 level. And then we would put our target, we would set our target for that trade just in front of that first major resistance level that we saw in the chart, which would be way up there pushing the 101 price range. So if we take a look at the reward to risk ratio on this trade would have a reward potential 7 times that of the risk you would take. So in other words, for every $100 worth of risk you would want to assume in that trade, you'd have a little over $700 worth of reward potential. So the game plan would be this. We would be looking for a pullback in Roblox. And if we can get a pullback to the 72 price range, we would enter the trade there. And the game plan would be for Roblox to bounce off of that level, take a breather on its way before heading to the next resistance level, and that would be our target. So that would be our game plan. Once again, entry point at 72.07. If price pulls back to that level, we'd get filled at that level. If price continued to head lower and go right through that level, we would simply get stopped out just below 68.64 for a small loss. But if we were to get filled on that entry and Roblox could bounce off that level, we could be looking at a potential reward 7 times the amount of risk of the trade. And that's the way pros set up their trades. They look for uptrends, they look for entry points in pullbacks into support levels, and then take a little bit of risk for a lot of reward potential. So let's wrap up today's session, folks. Hope you enjoyed the session. I'll be back each day this week for more chart analysis. In the meantime, wish you the best of luck in your trading and investing, and we'll see you soon.